Hello dear students, I am Segupta Islam, your English teacher. Today I'll be teaching you an important topic from first paper, that is flowchart. But before starting the lesson, I would like to take the opportunity to talk to you about the current situation. We all know that we are passing very challenging time of dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic. In Bangladesh, the number of active cases increasing rapidly, and unfortunately, there's currently no known cure. So be very careful, stay home, and please follow all the rules instructed by World Health Organization and other specialists strictly. Have patience and faith in Allah. May the Almighty ease the crisis. Amen. Now about our today's lesson. Flowchart. We have learned it several times in our real classroom. So this would be a kind of revision work. You know, flowchart is the second question of first paper based on a passage from the text. The number for this topic is 10. Not a small number, right? So, to get full marks, you have to follow certain rules. You have to learn them, and these rules are, first of all, you have to give a title. Now, what does this title mean? Here, if I show you, just a minute. See, read the following text and make a flowchart showing the major characteristics of adolescence. You know this passage from your text, so you can make your title from the question from this side. The following text and make a flowchart showing the major characteristics. You will write a flowchart showing the characteristics of adolescence. Now moving to the second point. You have to draw 6 boxes. They can be rectangular or square in shape. Boxes can be horizontal or vertical. But remember, very important, you have to draw boxes and use arrow sign between 2 boxes. No arrow sign, no marks. No box, no marks. Use numeric letters serially in each box, inside the box, okay? Start points with capital or small letters. Follow starting points according to the given boxes in the question. Maintain sequence. Do not use sentence, only phrase. No verbs. You know that one answer is given in the question. Okay, now we are saying that we are not allowed to use any sentences. Then what should we use? We use phrase. We will not use any elements that make your phrase a sentence. No direct subject, no finite verb, only phrase. See an example how to start your points. Verb plus ing plus noun or noun phrase. Here is an example. Read the example carefully. Enlightening the individual, broadening our outlook, ennobling our mind, refining our sensibility, learning about a society's culture, practicing them in real life situation. Here, see all the starting points. There are verbs and then ing. And after that, you will use noun or noun phrase. Okay, here, ennobling our mind. This is our mind is a noun. The individual, our outlook, sensibility, again a noun. A society's culture, noun phrase. Real life situation, noun phrase. Clear? Okay. Now moving to the next point. You can use to plus verb plus noun or noun phrase. Another example. To tame wild animals. This is about Gazipir, you know. To ride on a tiger. To defeat a crocodile. To protect from wild animals. To hold a snake in his hand. To help people cultivate land. This is about a heroic man named Gazipir who protected his people from the wild animals and enabled them to cultivate their lands near Sundarban. Okay, so you can see 2 plus tame, that means to plus verb V1 or the present form of verb. Then use a noun or noun phrases. Next point, you can use the past participle form of verb and then other options. This is about Anne Frank or Anne Frank, whatever you say. Born in 1929, given a diary in 1942, spent from 1942 to 1944 in hiding, wrote diary, died in 1945, published the diary in 1947. This is a very simple and most practiced form of starting a flowchart, verb plus past participle. And here another example that you can use only noun, right? Noun or noun phrase. This is maybe about any characteristics of any people or any person. Honesty, integrity, courage, responsibility, graciousness, gratefulness. Okay, you can use this simple noun or any adjective about describing one's characteristics. All right. Moving to the next point. Noun plus of plus noun phrase. See, loss of popularity of entertainment, source of entertainment, medium of distance education, instrument of information, creation of cultural assault, and replacement of it. Moving to the next point, preposition plus verb plus ing plus noun or noun phrase. For having a glorious past, this is about any cultural practice or maybe craft work. For discharging tannery waste, for discharging medical waste, for discharging hospital waste, for discharging household waste, for encroaching of the river. Achha, maybe this is about environment pollution. Okay, the example. Now, as we discussed all the rules we can use in our flowchart, it's time to see a real practice. So this is about Nelson Mandela. The flowchart shows the activities and achievement of Nelson Mandela. This is your title, okay? There will be a passage of Nelson Mandela from the text, and from that passage you have to write down your answers. So, guided South Africa from the shackles of apartheid to a multiracial democracy, embodied the struggle for justice around the world, fought against white minority, determined to bring down apartheid, became the first black president of South Africa, awarded the Nobel Prize. So we can say that the past participle form of verb is chosen here for writing the flowchart. Guided, embodied, fought, determined, became. This should be became, awarded. All right, no punctuations. All the first letter is in capital, and then the numeric numbers, the boxes, and then the arrow sign. All these points are very important. Okay? Practice is the best of all instructions, right? So do some exercises at home. Hope for spending quality time with your family. Bye for now. Take care. Stay home. Stay safe.